What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have for you guys another knife sale. These knives are priced to sell. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here. Hit that thumbs up button. That way it helps push this video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. And let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So I will put all the information we talk about in the video down in the description. I will have my contact info, a list of the knives, possibly the retail price and the sale price of all the knives we're going to go over. There's about 20 knives or so in all kinds of different price points, and we have a lot of different knife companies in this sale. It will be by email only. I will do my best to check the inbox, and after doing 2 previous sales, I've realized some emails get put in the junk folder and I miss those. So I will do my best to make sure I'm checking both inbox and junk folder, and it will be first come, first served in order of email received. And if I will give the person, if they're interested in a specific knife, I will give you a certain amount of time in order to figure out what you're doing. If someone else emails me about that same knife, I am going to move on to that person within a certain amount of time. I'm having this knife sale mainly because I had a truck expense pop up, and I basically would like to cover that expense. So with that all being said, by email only. The email will be down there. Do not leave it in a comment. If you want to leave it in a comment, that is fine, but it will be email only that I acknowledge and we deal with. We can use PayPal, we can use Zelle, Cash App, all the normal transaction apps, right? So with that all being said, let's kick it off with the very first knife. We have a couple of real steels here. This is the real steel Sylph, and this is the black on black with silver overlay. Coming in Nitro V steel, got that nice pokey drop point blade. This is going to be their integral taco style steel frame. It is a liner lock. Nice action on the close and open, dual thumb studs, Nitro V, and a nice perfect deep carry pocket clip. These retail for $60. The Sylph I have is going to be a brand new model, never even carried, never even been out of the box. They retail for $60, and I will be selling the Sylph for $50. Not this particular one, it's staying in the box, but I have one brand new just like this still in the box, and I will do that one for $50 shipped. I'll keep that in mind. The prices will be shipping included. The next one up we have is the real steel Huginn here. Retails for $90. I'm going to have it up for $60. This has not been carried. This has only cut maybe 2 sheets of paper. It's coming in VG10 with that coated drop point blade, dual thumb studs for the deployment, and then it has these gold accented liners, thumb studs, crossbar lock, and the flathead pivot. Absolutely love the hardware on this knife. We have a deep carry clip that will be reversible. The Sylph is also reversible. Retail is $90, and that one will be going for $60. The next one up here is going to be the real steel Megladon Revival. Definitely a full-size knife here. This is coming in N690, stone-washed, drop point style of blade. We have a carbon fiber show side. It's like a twill carbon fiber, and then this is a steel frame lock, and then a lower mounted pocket clip. Action is really nice on the flipper tab. These retail for $90 if you can even find them, and I am going to offer that one up for $60. That one has not been carried and has only cut a few sheets of paper as well. So most of these real steels are all but brand new, still in the box. The Megladon Revival, $90 retail and going to be $60 for the sale. Next up, we have a couple of brand new off-grid knives as well. This is the Caiman XL here, and these retail for around $70-80. I'm going to do this one here for $60. This is coming in 14C. We got this lower clip point style of blade, the red and black Damascus. This is a liner lock. We have a nice deep carry clip that's been recessed. That is going to be reversible, and it's got a filler tab. Definitely an awesome knife right here, and it is a clip point, but it has a very low tip, so it's very easy to use and for that precise work. The other one I have, I absolutely love it. Very comfortable in hand, great carry, definitely a beast of a knife, and a fantastic price on these. $60 for a brand new Caiman XL. That is including shipping, of course. Next up, the off-grid knives Stinger EDC. This is also brand new, never been carried. We have a black washed spear point blade coming in 154 cm, textured G10 handles, nice minimal deep carry clip that's going to be reversible with a filler tab. Really good flipper action on these. These typically come in around 110. I will do this for $60 shipped as well. The Caiman XL also has really good action for the detent and closing action. If you're looking for a cutting tool and something that's going to get the job done, Offgrid is definitely a company to stick with. Next up, we have the Oknife Freeze 2. Retails for around $80. I'm going to do this one for $50, and for that 154 cm with the coated drop point blade, green aluminum handles, a nice deep carry clip, liner lock, fantastic action, great little EDC knife. This is basically all but brand new as well. I don't know that it's ever been carried, and it's maybe cut a few pieces of paper. That one is going to be retailing for $80, marked down to $50 shipped. The next one up here is going to be another Oknife. This is the Rubato, and we have that one. These typically are around $85, and I'm going to do this one for $50. We have a coated Tanto blade coming in 154 cm. We have the studs for deployment as well as the crossbar lock. Fantastic springs and action on this knife. We also have red and black Damascus on this as well. Nice deep carry clip that's been recessed. Great ergos. This would make a fantastic EDC knife. That one is going to be down to $50 shipped. Next up, we have another big hoss. This is the Vosteed Gator right here. These typically retail for around $70-75, and I'm going to put this one up for $40. We have that sheep's foot style of blade, oversized thumb studs, front and rear flipper tab for deployment. This is going to be coming in that good old 14C28N. It's called the Gator because it kind of looks like a gator. We have the textured micarta handles and their deep carry clip, internal milling, and it is going to have a reversible clip with a filler tab, down to $40 shipped. Next up, we have another Vosteed, and one of my favorite Vosteeds and favorite knives in quite a while. This is called the Hedgehog. These are typically going for around $130, and as this one is brand new, I'm going to mark it down to $100 shipped. We're looking at S35VN with the coated modified sheep's foot blade, the fuller, studs, and minimal rear flipper tab for deployment. This is their new top liner lock mechanism, the compression style lock. This is sporting the textured green micarta, deep carry, reversible pocket clip, and we do have a filler tab. Absolutely love this knife and definitely worth every penny. $100 shipped for the Hedgehog. Next up, we have the Finch Holiday. Love this knife. This one typically comes in right around $130. I am going to drop this down to 90 bucks, and for that you're going to get 154 cm, one hell of a Wharncliffe blade with a satin finish. We do have that flipper tab for deployment, nice snappy action, green micarta handles. We have their milled style clip here, and this is going to be a bolster style lock, going to be going down to $90 shipped. This next one up is the Kaiser Feist. This is an exclusive model, CPM 3V with that modified sheep's foot blade. We have that red micarta here and a nice minimal pocket clip that's been recessed. It is deep carry, liner lock, nice snappy action. Love this knife. Going to put it up for $50. Couldn't really find a solid retail price, but $50 for this one here. Fantastic Justin Lundquist design. Love the Feist, and that will be $50 shipped. Next up, we have the exclusive through White Mountain Knives Kaiser Cormorant. This is also going to be coming in 3V. We have that satin finished drop point style of blade. This is a U design. We have cutout front and rear flipper with the button lock, and then micarta handles with texturing, deep carry clip. These retailed when they were in stock. I don't think you can get these anymore in this configuration, at least. These retailed for $120-ish, and I'm going to drop this one down to $75 shipped. Next up, we have the Kizer Drop Bear, and this is going to be the satin finished 154 cm version with the beautiful black aluminum handles, sporting their clutch lock. We have their deep carry pocket clip, and it will be reversible. Love the Drop Bear, one of my favorite knives of the last couple of years. This one typically retails for around $120. I'm going to drop this one down to $90 shipped. Next up, we have another Behemoth and another White Mountain Knives exclusive. This is the Kaiser Begligher XL, and you can't get this version otherwise, and I don't think they have these in stock anymore, at least in this configuration. This is going to be coming in 154 cm with a stonewash blade, drop point. We have the dual thumb studs and rear flipper tab, button lock of course, micarta handles, and a deep carry clip here. These retailed for right around $100, and I'm going to put this one up for $50 shipped. Next up, we have the CJRB Cord coming in RPM 9 with the stonewash blade, drop point. We have dual thumb studs and a rear flipper tab for deployment, green micarta for the handle material, and steel liners. We have their deep carry clip here, and it will be reversible. These typically are around 60 bucks, and I'm going to put this one up for 40 shipped. So I wasn't going to put this one in there, but we'll go ahead and put it in the Spyderco Spy Opera. Love this knife. One of the best gent knives ever made. One of the most dependable gent knives ever made. Coming in M390. We have that Spyderco drop point blade. We do have the hole for deployment. This is a back or mid lock, if you will, and it has incredibly good action for a back lock. Definitely can manipulate this one-handed all day. We have their canvas style micarta and their wire pocket clip here, and it will be reversible. You can put a Lynch Northwest clip on here if you would like, or a Rips Garage. These retail for right around $200, and I'm going to drop this down to 150 shipped for the Spy Opera. Next up, we have the brand new Kansept Accipiter. This has only had content done on it and maybe cut a few pieces of paper. Love this knife. It's coming with a stonewash drop point blade and S35 VN. We got this kind of jungle carbon fiber, this green, bunch of different greens and blacks, titanium for the rest of the handle material, exposed frame lock, milled tie clip, titanium backspacer, has phenomenal action, great detent, and a nice glossy smooth close. These are retailing for right around 200, and I'm going to drop that one down to 150 shipped. Next up, we have the Max Ace Mamba, and this is coming in that SLD magic steel. As you can see here, it's kind of a layered steel. Really cool knife, drop point blade. We have that flipper tab for deployment, titanium for the bolsters and pocket clip, as well as the backspacer, and then some fantastic micarta. Some of the best micarta in the knife world. It is just really well done. It looks great. It's nice and fuzzy, grippy, good knife, really cool knife. The Max Ace Black Mamba going to retail for right around 130, and I'm going to ship that one out for 100 even. Next up, we have the Sharp by Design Mini Evo, and this is going to be that harpoon tanto blade with the belt satin. This I could not find a concrete retail price for the green micarta. They ranged anywhere from $325 to $375 for this exact version here, and I'm going to drop it down to $250 shipped. M390 Sharp by Design. The name speaks for itself. You have that flipper tab and the nub detent system, so you get that incredibly smooth and great detent. The micarta inlay is basically flawless. There is no seams and nothing protruding on either side. Fantastic knife, and love the Mini Evo. That one will be going from $325 down to $250 shipped. Next up, we have the Tuya Envy 4, and I don't believe you can get this particular one anymore, and if you can, it'll be really hard to find. But this is the copper infused carbon fiber version in S90V. Got that beautiful sheep split blade, dual thumb studs for the deployment, and the action on this knife is absolutely incredible. Got the full titanium handle with the exposed tie frame lock, tie milled clip, and backspacer with an integrated lanyard hole. Absolutely love this knife. Really nice stout detent, and the closing action is just ridiculous. I bought this for $240. I'm going to drop it down to $190 shipped. The Tuya Envy 4. Love that they put the inlay on both sides. Transition is just amazing on this knife. Tuya really killed these knives, and this is the knife that put Tuya on the map for me. And one of my pride and joys, I've contemplated selling this and just never did, but I'll put it up here. We have the Viro Axon liner lock. The only reason I am even putting this up is because I have the Axon frame lock, but the liner lock is amazing as well. Maybe some people will say this is even better than the frame lock, and there's lots of aftermarket parts for this as far as handles and so on, pocket clips, that sort of thing. These typically range anywhere from like $275 to $300, and as this is basically in pristine condition, I will drop it down to $250. We have the stonewashed M390 sheep split blade, cut out on both sides, as well as a really well done front flipper. The detent on these is tuned to perfection. The liner has great access with a nice big chamfer. And then you have a full titanium backspacer and titanium pocket clip. That is down to $250 for the Viro Axon, $250 shipped. Like I said, everybody, all the information and details will be down in the description. First come, first serve, by email, and that'll be the way we go. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can shoot them to me in an email. And for the members who are watching this, I planned and intended on giving this and putting this out to members first, but sadly I don't have the time, ability, and availability to do that first, so I have to put this one out there. But going forward, I will be putting sales out to members when I have them. I will be putting sales out to the members of the channel first. But this is a really sudden thing and something that I just have to get put out there. But if you want any one of these knives or any groups of knives, shoot me an email. I will have it down in the description. gballvision@outlook.com. Hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We do all kinds of different content every single day, and I would love to have you here. I will catch you guys on the next one.